Hello there, Hippy Gaming here. Just thought I'd give my 2 pence on VRider SBK on the PSVR2. I'm playing it on the PS5 Pro, although there are no specific enhancements for that other than just brute forcing, top end dynamic resolution, increasing frame rate. Yeah, more on that in a bit. First is graphics, 3 words. Bland, blurry, aliased would be my description. The resolution is really quite bad, creating so much aliasing and pixelation on everything that's not right in front of your eyes. It's so bad for me that it really impacts the sense of speed, very much so. There's not a great deal of environmental variation, with even mountains lacking verticality. Everything looks really flat. For me, it looks like a lot of the game's assets have been shared across multiple tracks, so individual tracks lack, well, any sort of individuality. Clearly perceptible pop-in on shadows, trackside detail, and even small sections of track will like pop in. Frame rate, even I'm on the Pro, takes a bad hit when going around the corner with multiple opponents. Crowds just like cardboard cutouts, not even animated, really low poly, low texture. And then they have like waving flags and fireworks, and the flags just self-waving. They're not even near people a lot of the time, and the fireworks is going off in random places. Yeah, it's okay. Music and sound effects. There's like one rock song that's continually on repeat on the menu. Doesn't play in the game. Yeah, you just get that again and again and again. Luckily you can turn the music off. The sound effects, very one-dimensional. Your own engine, even if you've got the same bike, it sounds different when you're hearing it. It sounds like a whiny moped, your own bike, but their bike sounds like a beepy superbike. And there's no sound effects, the crowd, or any atmospheric. So as you're driving around, all you've got is just whee, like that's it. And with the wind. When you duck down behind the visor, the wind's not going anymore, but it's like there's no subtlety to the sound. It's very one-dimensional. Gameplay's actually fun once you get to grips with the controls. Each handle of the motorbike is like tethered to a corresponding controller, so left one is kind of attached to the left handlebar, the right, the same. And all you got to do is to turn. You just hold your hands out in front. Or you can do little T-Rex style, because it does make your arms ache after a while holding them out. You just go like this, right? So to turn like right, you have to move your left hand up and your right hand down. And it more kind of goes, it's more mimicking the turning of the bike rather than the steering. And my advice is to turn off any aids straight away, because it just makes it more fun experience. You think it helps you, but actually intuition makes it far more exciting. AI is good. It's not very smart. It follows like a line, the racing line, doesn't really deviate from that, old school style AI. And the races can feel a bit static because of that, like, and you bump into them, there's a bit weird collision. And they always start in front of you. If you crash into them, you both come off your bike. AI always starts in front of you. Value for money, I don't think it's very good value for money. $24.99, or your country's equivalent. There's simply not enough meat on the bones. 14 tracks that all look quite similar, even though they're in different locations. You'd be hard pressed to tell that you're in Donington or the Barcelona track. There's 22 riders, but it doesn't matter who you choose, doesn't matter what bike you choose, or just aesthetics. 5 different manufacturers' bikes, and the one song. Let's not forget about that one song. Single player consists of quick race, whereby you choose a rider, track, the laps 2 to 10, amount of opponents to race, like 1 to 21 other people. Hot lap is just a time trial, get your best lap. Endurance, same thing, except combined 5 lap total. There's tournament mode, which seems to be the main single player mode. You set up like some meaningless tournament and play in it and win it. It's not like an actual developer made tournament, it's just a bit of a cop out. Track trials is very similar to what Gran Turismo does with its licenses. You have a section of track, you've got to get around it in X amount of time, and depending on how quick you do it, you get a gold, silver or bronze medal. And then there's lastly multiplayer, which I thought would have been a good thing to look forward to, but real-time PvP, no one to play with at all. I've not found a single game with anyone PvP real time. Ghost challenge mode is like you race one other person's ghost. That's it. You get games there because you're not actually racing someone in real time, you're just racing a ghost, but you can't bang into him, there's none of that. And that's it, there's nothing more to the game. That's it. I think it's a good game from a core gameplay perspective. The fundamentals of the driving are really fun and intuitive. and once the resolution is increased, then sensor speed will be much more impactful. However, I simply don't think the game's worth $24.99. There's not enough there. Wait for a discount of at least 50%, I reckon. It still feels like early access, I'm going to be honest. Not worth 25 quid. Anyway, I've been Hippy Gaming, and that was my review of Salts. You've no doubt been despicably human. I'm going to get out of here. Oodles of doodles.